From First Coast News, this is Good Morning Jacksonville.
Good Monday morning. We begin with some breaking news right now at 6:30. Police are searching for suspects after a man was found shot to death in a car on the north side Sunday night. This happened at the Highlander Apartments just before 10, but police haven't released the victim's name just yet. If you know anything, you're urged to please call Crime Stoppers. You know that number, 866-845-TIPS.
And your second big story this Monday morning, new details in a case against a former doctor who tended to young elite athletes all across our country. Now that doctor for USA Gymnastics will plead guilty to some charges. More on what he's pleading guilty to in 2 minutes.
Amazon are looking to hire over 1,000 people from the First Coast as they start making plans for their facilities here around Jacksonville. How you can get the job and all the details on the first of the job fairs coming up in your Power Block of News in just a few minutes.
Sounds great, Alex. And yeah, the day before Prime Day, and it's Pina Colada Day. And if you like getting caught in the rain, well, not this morning. Looks like a great start. Green light go. And we're talking about the ride home, a much different story. Futurecast, deep moisture. So this is what we call precipitable water. When you see the deep greens over us, this is when your meteorologist says it's going to rain. Forget the percentages. We throw those out, and now it's all about timing. Now, as we look at the Riverside summer camp for the kids today, we're okay this morning, but things ignite as we head between 2 and 4 o'clock this afternoon. The problem with this are these storms are going to be very slow moving, so we're concerned about some of this rain lingering in to our championship Monday evening here downtown. So we've got the sharks, shrimp, and incubus. We're gonna have to take the ponchos. We've got rain at 7:10. We'll let you know how long that rain will last and if we can get some jumbo shrimp action in. But first, let's get to Katie Jeffries and the ViStar Credit Union Traffic Center.
Thank you so much, Mike. Good Monday morning, everybody. Beautiful sunrise out there. This is a live look towards the Buckman Bridge. Picking up on both sides of the bridge at the moment, but no crashes, no lane closures there along the Buckman Bridge. Let's take a look here at your traffic maps, though, to help you out. A little bit of fog, it looks like, forming between kind of McClinney and Baldwin. So look out there, use your low beams, even along 301. Please be careful for some of that patchy fog. Also, southbound lanes here of Main Street are currently blocked near Bush Drive. That's near the Anheuser-Busch plant there. So southbound lanes of Main Street are blocked, which means you probably need to use I-95 southbound. Crash with injuries in that area. We don't know yet when those lanes might reopen. When we get word that they have reopened, we'll let you know. But for right now, they are currently closed. Back to you, Lou.
Thank you, Katie. 6:32 is the time. We've got new details this morning in the case against a former team physician for USA Gymnastics. Now, our partners at a newspaper in Michigan report that Dr. Larry Nassar now plans to plead guilty to federal child porn charges. Nassar once served as the doctor for elite female gymnasts, including a gymnast from Jacksonville, Jessica Howard, who we have spoken with. She and more than 100 other women have filed lawsuits accusing him of abuse. The plea deal includes an agreement that Nassar will register as a sex offender, but he will not be charged for alleged sexual exploitation of children. The plea agreement has not officially been filed yet, and Nassar is still set to appear in court again in August, so we will have to wait and see. A British man wanted for murder in connection with the death of a Jacksonville man nearly 20 years ago has lost his long-running battle against extradition. That is according to the BBC this morning. 38-year-old Philip Harkins is charged with the 1999 murder of 22-year-old Joshua Hayes. Investigators say Harkins shot and killed Hayes in robbery. After being charged, Harkins was released on bail, but then fled the country to Scotland, where he evaded capture for a year. Now, he was later arrested in connection with the deadly crash there in 2003. His extradition process has gone on for some 14 years now. Europe's highest human rights court, which denied his final request to block extradition, also ordered a temporary extradition block be lifted, so he could be coming back to Jacksonville now to face those charges. And developing here in Jacksonville, a driver could face charges after police say they crashed into a JSO patrol car Saturday night, happening on Myrtle Street there in Springfield. The officer was parked in his car, blocking the intersection to another crash when that SUV slammed into the squad car. The officer did suffer some neck pain, went to the hospital. The other driver was taken to the hospital with minor injuries as well.
When someone is battling cancer, they may not have the energy to do much, especially cleaning the house. That can be such a daunting task. But one program on the First Coast is actually stepping up to provide free house cleaning to cancer patients. First Coast News' Jessica Clark. She's going to show us how that program is helping patients who are already dealing with so much.
I mean, you feel so lousy after chemo.
Barbara Schwager has cancer.
I have ovarian, and it has spread to my liver.
She lives in St. Johns County, and she just doesn't have the energy to do much of anything.
Everything's an effort.
But women who might as well be angels are cleaning her house. They're professionals with Maid Brigade of Jacksonville. Maid Brigade is a professional cleaning company, and it has teamed up with a national program called Cleaning for a Reason. The program, through local companies such as Maid Brigade, provides house cleaning sessions to cancer patients.
Whatever they want us to do, we'll do. Mrs. Schwager just wanted a general house cleaning. Some people want their refrigerator or their oven, that, take everything out of the china cabinet. Whatever they want done, we're theirs if it's cleaning involved. It's absolutely free to the patient.
Jay Archer, owner of the local Maid Brigade franchise in Jacksonville, says they offer 4 cleanings, 1 a month, each 90 minutes long, with a 2-person crew.
Oh, I love doing this for people that unfortunately are going through health issues.
Myrna Ortiz seems to sprinkle in kindness while she wipes the dust away.
I mean, I feel fulfilled that I've been able to help someone.
And something as simple as a clean house feels so good for Schwager, who isn't feeling so good right now.
I just think it's a wonderful service, and I wished everyone knew about it.
In St. Johns County, Jessica Clark, First Coast News.
Every kind deed counts. Your time, 6:36. We do want to let you know if you would like to sign up for the service, or maybe you know someone battling cancer who would benefit from it. We've posted information for you on our website. That's firstcoastnews.com. Well, putting faith and health together. Today, a new initiative is set to begin to get churches to encourage healthy living right here in Jacksonville. It's a great idea.
It's all put together by the Humana Foundation. It's going to give the University of Florida a 6-figure grant to support a Health Smart Church Center program, which will help churches around the area promote things like healthy eating and exercise. The idea is that it will help make Jacksonville 20% healthier by the year 2020.
It's like Christmas in July.
Yes.
Why not, right? Up next, we've got your early deals so you can save the most on Amazon Prime Day this week. Plus, expect more storms this afternoon. Yes, sorry folks. Mike's back with your forecast in just about 3 minutes.
You're watching Good Morning Jacksonville.
Every major Amazon, don't worry, that box is empty, it's a prop. Amazon Prime Day deals early. Hi, I have you covered. Great to be with you. That's a prop because all of the real deals and the substantial savings on our website, and many of them behind me, all by your request. So what are the biggest Amazon Prime Day deals? Well, you're going to save a substantial amount of money if you do want to grab a tablet or an Amazon Echo or one of the very prominently placed Amazon Prime Day products where they make them. That's great. Great. All right. But for all of the harder to find items where you can save up to 80% off, from headphones, toys, drones, Action HD sports cams at their lowest recorded prices of the year, I've made a list of deals that all beat Black Friday pricing by about 10%. And if you are looking to save, whether it's a Bluetooth bargain or a way to accessorize or smarten up your home with the top accessories to automate your life, control your lights, smart thermostats, surveillance cameras, and more. This year, I have every major deal guaranteed in stock. I found them first. I have found them based on your request, and every major deal is on our website right now. I'm there. I'm constantly updating the list, and I want to save you more money than anyone else this Amazon Prime Day. Happy savings. Back to you.
All right, so much excitement.
I got some stuff to buy.
Yeah, okay, and the day before Prime Day, we've got the Pina Colada Day going on, so a lot to be excited there. And what a beautiful sunrise. This is the time to get out, get that run in. We're talking a 10 out of 10 on our Monday motivation because there's nothing like a beach run, as you saw. So now let's look at this. We've got the 10, but we got to do this before 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, because that's when things really heat up in a hurry. We've got a UV index of 11. sunscreen, hats, and sunshades. Now, if you're playing tennis, let's get those matches in before 10 as well. This is the sunshine, the tennis court temperatures in the sun. Usually we give the shade temperatures just to give you an idea of why we have to take the heat seriously this time of year. It will feel like close to 100 by 10, 120 degrees as we head toward 2 o'clock, and those cooling storms not peaking until late day. So that's what we call sunstroke weather and heat stroke in as little as 45 minutes. We take a look at the HER model here, and we're looking for some cooling storms. We're going to get them quickly. 2 to 4 o'clock, things ignite, moving from southwest to northeast, and they will reach the beach, Katie, including the downtown area. So we got to be extra careful. I know the Ville's going to be rocking tonight, but it does include some frequent cloud-to-ground lightning out there, okay?
Then you definitely need to be careful. Anybody who's maybe golfing in the evening, please be very careful. Let's take a live look outside. This is I-10 near Lane, and you can see traffic moving pretty well, but picking up on that eastbound side, which is the side headed towards, towards the camera, towards me. So as we take a look here towards our traffic maps, overall things look very nice. We do still have that bit of fog out there kind of near the Baldwin-McClinney area, so be careful. But leaving Clay County, not seeing any problems there along 17 or along Blanding. No reported issues. A little bit of a slowdown here along US 1 Phillips Highway there on the southbound side past Bay Meadows. Have not gotten word of a crash there, so I think it's more like maybe congestion at a stoplight, but I'll keep watching it.
So a little patience goes a long way. Looks like a great start to our Monday.
Mike, Katie, thank you so much. At 6:43, wildfires raging all across the West Coast, and it seems there's no end in sight. Coming up, 6:49. What firefighters are up against, what they're up against as they battle more than a dozen fires now. And later, Good Samaritans just in time to save 2 plane passengers. This is right down the road in Volusia County. After your Power Block, nonstop news in just 2 minutes. Stay there.
And welcome back. You're watching Good Morning Jacksonville on this Monday morning. It's time for your Power Block of nonstop news. There's a new report. It's bringing up some new alleged ties between President Trump's campaign and the Russian government.
This time, it has to do with the president's son, Donald Trump Jr. A report in the New York Times now. It says Trump Jr., the president's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, and a former campaign manager, Paul Manafort, all met with a Russian lawyer right after they secured the Republican nomination back in June. That lawyer had ties to the Kremlin and apparently promised them damaging information about Hillary Clinton.
Now, Trump Jr. told the New York Times that the meeting did happen, but that the lawyer had no meaningful information about Clinton. More on this is coming up at 7 on Good Morning America and the Today Show.
Well, back here in Jacksonville now, breaking news. This from the north side of town for you this morning. A man was found shot dead in an apartment complex parking lot late Sunday night.
Well, that victim was found in a car at the Highlander Apartments, but police aren't sure if he was shot there or maybe somewhere else. Anyone with information is urged to please call Crime Stoppers. You know that number, 1-866-845-TIPS. And happening today, job seekers are in luck. Yep, Amazon is hosting its first job fair in Jacksonville as it prepares to open its new fulfillment center in just over a month now.
Our Alex Ositis joining us now live from Northwest Jacksonville, where the first fair is going on today. Looking to hire thousands. Alex?
Just a couple more hours until the doors open for that job fair that Amazon is putting on. They're looking to fill hundreds of jobs, actually more than 1,000 just for one of their facilities. That's going to be the first to open up. That's over in Pecan Park. 1,500 people needed just for that one location. Another facility, and you can see here 4 facilities total around Jacksonville. The other one over at Cecil Commerce Center needs 1,000 people. So already tons of people needed to fill these jobs. And 2 other facilities still in the planning stages, though. A third of these jobs are going to be paying more than $50,000 a year. The rest between $12 and $15 per hour, and no opening date on some of those facilities. But that's not stopping Amazon from getting here, finding some of the best people, looking at their resumes, some of the things that you should probably bring to these job fairs, including your resume, cover letter. Make sure you talk to these recruiters that are going to be out here for 6 job fairs, 3 just this week. All of these are going to be here at the Legends Center over the next couple of days, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Those you can see the dates and times that you need to come out to Legends Center. Next week, it's going to be downtown at Prime Osborne. So we're following this closely, and all these jobs coming to Jacksonville. Reporting live from the north side, Alex Ositis, First Coast News.
Thank you, Alex. It's 6:48, and President Trump now facing some pushback from members of his own party after meeting with Russia's president at the G20 summit. The president tweeted a lot. Part of it was that he and Vladimir Putin discussed forming a cybersecurity unit so that election hacking cannot happen again in the future. But on Sunday, he went back on that, saying they only discussed it and that it may never happen. Senator Marco Rubio came out against that move, saying, quote, it would be like working with Syria's president to form a chemical weapons unit. It is back to work for Congress today. The July 4th recess is over, but the future of the Republican health care bill does not look so good. On Sunday, Senator John McCain said the bill is, quote, probably going to be dead. Republicans need at least 51 votes, of course, to pass the repeal and replace proposal, but they haven't had that support since it was proposed. So looking for those numbers and doubt it's going to happen. Well, a fight for control in the western United States. At least 50 wildfires are burning, and one of them forced the evacuation of a children's camp in California. The fire burning just north of Santa Barbara forced 90 kids and 50 camp counselors to evacuate. Some 5,000 firefighters now are trying to contain 14 fires just in that area. All right, some of the best baseball players in the world going to hit it out of the park in Miami tonight. It is All-Star break, and the Home Run Derby starts it all off with Marlins Park at 8 o'clock tonight. This is video from last year. Former Jacksonville Sun, Marlin, Giancarlo Stanton won the Derby, hit an all-time record home run, 61 for heaven's sakes. That is just unhuman. But they have a different format, of course, with a shot clock and everything. Wow. So we'll see what happens in the Home Run Derby tonight. Mike Judge from the Yankees, also a pretty big deal, too.
All right, pretty cool to see. Thanks for that, Lou. Time now for a quick look outside at Jacksonville Beach. How gorgeous is this? Come on, this is where we live, folks. But how's the rest of your day going to shape up? For more on that, we're going to turn things over now to meteorologist Mike Prangley. The heat's on, Mike.
Yeah,
Pressure's
hey, good
on.
morning, Keitha, and lots of Monday motivation to start. So we showed you the beach shot in Volano Beach Summer Camp. It's going to be rocking and rolling in the sunshine this morning. The nature brings in the storms. I'm thinking if you're out at Volano Beach, most of that rain will peak as we head into late day, early evening. But again, as we go into the afternoon, increasing chances of rain. Look at the weather wheel, big spin. And we got highs of low 90s, and look at those rain chances going way up to about 80% by the time we get to 4 o'clock. So one of those days where I think most of us will see the rain. The biggest threats I see, yes, the frequent lightning. Look at all the orange lighting up here. That's over 5,000 lightning strikes per hour. And again, for the drive home, that's when I'm most concerned into the evening between 4 and 8 o'clock with your precision forecast. It looks like one more stormy afternoon Tuesday, and then we'll start to see a break in the rain in time for the Armada Soccer and the Jumbo Shrimp. Precision forecast does show the other threat, flooding. When you see the deep reds and oranges, there could be 2 to 4 inches of rain. The timing looks like between 5 and 8 downtown to 6 to 9 p.m. if you're out at Atlantic Beach. Now we take a look at the big picture. All of us getting in on the heavy rain today. And then in the tropics, watching a wave off Africa, but we got a long way to go on this, a 20% chance of development. Latest model shows this wave not impacting any of the islands until at least Saturday, and then we'll watch it as it moves up toward Hispaniola by early next week. So in that 7-day forecast, looks good in the tropics and looking good for more sunshine as the week goes on after a stormy start. Temperatures back in the low 90s. Now let's get to Katie Jeffries in the 5-Star Credit Union Traffic Center.
Thank you very much, Mike. All right, this is your power block of traffic, so stay with me here. This is a look towards the Buckman Bridge. Heavy traffic on the side leading towards Mandarin. You can see that stop and go traffic already forming. Orange Park side, though, looks very nice if you need to head over towards Clay County. Let's take a look at your traffic maps. It's about a 15 to 20 minute ride already just to go from Blanding across the Buckman towards I-95. And unfortunately, rush hour is really just beginning, so keep that in mind. Also, still seeing that patchy fog near McClinney, kind of between McClinney Baldwin area, so please be careful along I-10. Also, southbound Main Street here near Bush Drive, near the Anheuser-Busch factory there. Southbound lanes still remain blocked along Main Street, so you might want to take I-95 southbound instead of Main Street. Also, I-10 starting to see that normal congestion here between 295 and downtown. But I'll keep you updated throughout the morning on Twitter, #Katie's Commuters. Back to you.
Thanks for that. Your time now is 6:53. Let's get to your top stories as you head out the door this Monday morning. We have some breaking news we're following on the south side. A woman is in the hospital after she was shot in the Walmart parking lot. This is off of Beach and Southside Boulevard.
That woman told police she was walking through the lot around 10 o'clock last night and was shot with a shotgun. She showed up at the hospital around 2 o'clock. The victim is expected to be okay. No word yet on suspects.
A woman has died after officials say that she was hit by a boat propeller in St. Augustine. This happened on Saturday. That 42-year-old was with her husband when she was hit by a propeller from her own boat. This is near the Bridge of Lions. Police have not released her name just yet. Well, jury selection is set to begin today in the trial against a Jacksonville man who was arrested after a child shot another child. This happened back in February.
Police say Maurice Mobley brought a gun into an apartment at Roosevelt Gardens and an 8-year-old picked it up. That 8-year-old accidentally shot 5-year-old Serenity Allen, who later died. A 4-year-old was also shot here. Well, a Jacksonville homeowner is recovering now after trying to stop some criminals early Sunday morning. That man was shot while chasing a group of car thieves on Little Marsh Island. The victim was shot in the leg, and police say they're now looking for a stolen black Ford F-150 truck with North Carolina plates, as well as a small white Toyota. If you know anything, Crime Stoppers is the number to call. Well, a Clay County man who was shot by deputies in June now out of the hospital and gets to go to jail. George Nelson was shot on June 23rd after allegedly firing a shotgun in his yard. Police say he then pointed that gun at deputies and 2 of them opened fire. Nelson faces a charge for assault on an officer and for firing a gun in public.
I've been doing this for 30 years, so I just got in, and being that it was 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I wasn't worried of a gator attack at all.
He survived an ordeal many of us can't even fathom. A Jacksonville man is in the hospital, you see there, after being attacked by a 9-foot gator. Scott Lahodic was diving for golf balls when he was attacked, so he played dead and then punched the gator to escape. He suffered bites to his arm and is in the ICU right now. Goodness. Well, the right place at the right time. Boaters who were fishing in Volusia County helped to save 2 lives this weekend.
It's a single-engine plane. You see they're upside down. Crash landed there in Lake Ashby, and boaters who were on the water rushed over to help, rescuing a husband and wife who were in that plane. Deputies say the pilot did not secure the landing gear, and that's why the plane flipped. They're doing okay. And believe it or not, just a few weeks away from college football season. July is the last month we have to worry about no football. Media days start today for the SEC. You'll have Arkansas, LSU, and Tennessee speaking to the media today. Then Florida, Georgia, Vanderbilt tomorrow. First Coast Sports team will have all the updates throughout the week. And a big day for Jacksonville Sharks as they look to get their hands on a championship trophy right there.
That is a snazzy trophy. The Sharks will take on the Columbus Lions tonight in the NAL Championship. Now, kickoff is slated for 7:30 tonight. It's at the Veterans Memorial Arena, so make sure you get out to support the team. You excited about that, Mike?
I just won a championship for Jacksonville, and this is a sign of things to come. First, the Sharks, and then the Jaguars.
Oh, my
maybe
gosh.
I'm a little...
And the shrimp.
And the shrimp.
Them too.
Okay. Take the ponchos, though. We do have some storms coming in between 4 and 8 o'clock downtown. And there's your Monday motivation. Little red sky in the morning. That means we're going to watch for those weather warnings by late afternoon.
And getting you out the doors, getting heavy across the Buckman Bridge. Even though there's no reported crashes, just, you know, everybody joining that morning commute party. So be careful out there, drive safe, and I'll keep you updated on Twitter.
I tried to do the whole show with just 1 cup of coffee.
Didn't work?
I called Aaron Judge, Mike Judge a minute ago. That's an animator.
All right, folks, we'll see you right back here in 30 minutes. We'll get you some more coffee. How about that?
One more.
Too late?
Fine.
We'll
We'll
be right.
sip.